Hi, I'm Kristen Davis, and I want to know, are you a Charlotte? Welcome back, everybody, to Are You a Charlotte? Today, part 2 of Molly Rogers and I discussing the fashion of season 3. Now, I have a little bit of a fun thing to talk about really quick. We go to LA in this season. Isn't that bizarre?
I was shocked when I saw your photos that the LA happened that early.
That's what I think
too.
too.
I feel like we would have had to earn it, like season 4.
No. I mean, we were just rolling with it all, right?
Yeah.
Like we were just like, woohoo, we're going to LA.
Reward.
And look at this crazy set of outfits. This is when Charlotte has not arrived yet, right? Because I'm back there with Trey. And
Right.
Kim is in like full body blue lame.
Sequins.
I don't know, sequins? I mean, this is when we're going.
Oh my God. Do you remember that line called Mandalay on like the 7th floor of Bloomingdale's or something? Mandalay.
No.
Oh no, that was at Century. Mandalay.
Wow.
That's today's Shimu.
Oh.
Or Shine or whatever it's called.
Sheen.
Temu and
Sheen.
Yeah.
Got it.
Mandalay.
You're so funny.
Mandalay is today's Sheen.
Wow. And what is Sarah Jessica wearing? It looks like she's taken like a blanket or a granny core.
That was a really dear friend of Pat's called Hushi, who was Iranian,
Oh.
who was painting Iranian women in burqa, like very political.
Ooh.
And Sarah Jessica was into it, and she actually wore one of his vests in the movie in Morocco.
Amazing. And so
with a woman. Yeah.
And he made this?
Yeah, you can see the rose and the woman. It's very
I see her.
Old Persian image.
Got it. How beautiful.
That's when Pat wore a name necklace that said Allah Akbar.
Oh, yes.
God is good.
Yes.
And the elevator guy was Islamic, and he's told Pat in the elevator, I'll cut your neck open. He thought that was very, very,
disrespectful.
Blasphemous.
Listen, this is some foreshadowing here, okay, of where we're going to go in the second movie. Oh, my gosh.
I told the second AD, Peter Saldo, that this man was going to slit Pat's throat open because of her name necklace. Peter got rid of him. And when Pat and I got into the elevator again, the guy that was standing there said, I'm his brother.
Oh my God. I know.
True
but it's
story.
Really good. It's really good. It's a really good story. I mean, these are things that happened. Now, other important question. How did the mismatched shoes come about?
You know how you do the same thing in your fittings. You have one on one and one on the other, and you're like, which one did I like? What do you think with the left? What do you think with the right? Why do we have to choose?
That's really lovely. I love it. It's very Sarah Jessica. It's very Sarah Jessica. You don't have to choose, baby. That's what you say. You don't have to choose.
No. Yeah, I love that we got that in. There was such a short list of things that we wanted to get in. And sometimes you got it,
Yeah.
You got to do it.
I'm so glad. Because
like that fork remember the fork in Carrie's clutch bag?
No.
She was like, I want to go out to dinner and take some silverware from the restaurant. Like people, you steal the napkin from the monkey club or whatever.
Yeah.
So she had a see-through clutch and there was a fork in it.
What?
You didn't know? Okay.
No. How did I miss this? I've got to find it now.
So weird.
We're going to find it. Okay.
So I forget
another
who she was
question.
dating.
Important question.
Go.
The fake Fendi. Why what were we up to here?
I can't imagine that Fendi was happy with us who were big Fendi lovers. And here we were doing the knockoff.
I know. But in the end, don't we come out on the side that you shouldn't buy the knockoffs?
Yes.
I haven't watched it yet.
Yes, Samantha is identified as she sees a girl at the Playboy Mansion that has stolen her Fendi, and the girl's like, yours isn't even real. So it was that.
Got it. Can I say this little crochet thing that I'm wearing? I still have. It's really tiny. And
Oh,
sometimes I go to get it out and I'm like, I don't even know why I have this. Here's why I have it.
incredible. Is that a dress?
No, it's just like a little crop top. Like my daughter would probably
Oh,
love it, but I wouldn't want her to wear it. But yeah.
okay. You're wearing a crop top in the cafe at the Standard. Okay.
I mean, I don't know what I'm wearing on the
Oh,
bottom half. Like it's super fascinating. I haven't
yeah.
rewatched this episode yet.
I'd love to see it.
Me too.
Yeah.
And also, you've got Kim in a visor. Pat's visor obsessed, as we know.
Visor obsessed. Whose is that? Louis Vuitton or
It looks like
somebody?
it. Yeah. I
Hilarious.
remember.
She's in a bathing suit. You're in a bathing suit. Everybody's dressed for California. That's what you guys look like there in the cafe scene.
Definitely, definitely. I've got to rewatch it to figure out what the heck we're doing. I mean, coming up,
Okay.
we're gonna be walking. We're walking through. I remember this too, man. This crazy outfit. I mean,
Like it was yesterday.
right? And us in that Playboy Mansion. What a super bizarro experience.
I mean, I could not believe that we were going to shoot there. I have a great picture of me and Hef and his three girlfriends.
Oh Lord, 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 Lord.
Did you ever go into the house where the girls stayed and there's that whole room that's all carpet
We had to sit in there.
on
That
the
was our
walls?
green room.
Oh, was it?
Yes, the game room. Was it
Oh,
the
yeah,
game
with the
room?
pinballs and the things.
Yeah, and they had like X-rated sculptures that were like inside glass in the like there was like a conversation pit. I use quotation
Oh, yeah,
marks.
yeah. That's a perfect name for that.
Yes, and we were kind of stressed in that room, I have to say.
Yeah.
And at the time I remember that I was very kind of against it all, but I was like alone in it, being against it.
Yeah.
And we know so much more now, and we know that they weren't all thrilled. But when you were
No.
there, you could tell that those girls, it was wacky. Those girls were
It
not
was
happy.
no high competitiveness, high. Now, what happens to you at that pool party? You're with some guy laying on towels and pillows. Do you remember?
No, I haven't
Yeah.
rewatched it.
I think you
Charlotte?
ditch him. Yeah, you ditch him or something.
Well,
Something in
because
the
I'm
water ain't
married.
clean.
I think I'm married and I'm having problems or whatever.
Maybe that's what it
Right?
is because he's adorable and you're all excited, and then I think you kick him to the curb. Could be wrong, but
Oh my gosh.
I remember.
You're not thinking of my weird time that I pretend to be 25 in the Hamptons and I get
No,
crabs from that guy.
no, I just watched that recently. That is a great episode.
It's so bizarre,
You
that
are so
episode.
good in that episode.
Oh, thank you, babe. I think I
It's
seem like I'm
hilarious.
on acid or something in that episode. You know what I mean? I'm like,
It's
like, but I'm
hilarious.
also wearing Shoshana. Do you remember when Shoshana was, I don't know if she still makes clothes, but this bikini
I
top is Shoshana.
do.
And I
I
love Shoshana
do.
because it fit me. It was for women with,
Yeah.
bodies, right?
Yeah. And it had that little preppy print
It
that we
did.
often reached for,
Yeah,
and
here
we
we've got the
used it
cherries.
quite a bit
We did. We really did. I think I have some of
because
those
she also
Shoshana.
had that classic halter top
Yep.
dress.
Yep. And
Yeah,
I
I'm
still
sure you
have,
loved it
this is my
because
own
it fit you.
sarong that I still have. And I was just
Oh,
so happy I got to wear it because I remember just
I'm
being
so
panicked.
glad. I'm so glad you had. Yeah, I remember you were looking for something.
Yep. I'm so happy
Yep.
that it worked out. And I think Cynthia might have this. I don't know if she has this dress, but she should have this dress because it's fantastic. I don't know who made it.
It's look at those Miranda colors.
Gorgeous. So gorgeous. Everybody looks so great.
Purple.
I
Yeah,
mean,
it's a good one.
and the thing that I remember, and I don't know what your thoughts are on this, because once we got to be doing and just like that, obviously I was more paying attention to what you were having to go through in terms of getting everybody kind of modulated to each other. But back in the olden
Ye-
days, how much of the overall look were you stressing about? You know?
I want to say that you really had on and just like that a very finely tuned producer hat.
Oh, thank
Like
you.
you looked at the bigger picture,
Well, that's the
okay, and
fun
it
of
was
it,
cool.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it was cool. You knew you wanted to know what was going on in the world. I think always, if you're asking this,
Mm-hmm.
it was so helpful to always get Sarah Jessica first and fit her and know what she was wearing. And then Pat could art direct the coffee shop. She's in stripes, you're in polka dots, this one's in purple, and that one's in chinchilla, whatever. Um, And I think it helped to always be able to, plant Carrie and then do it art direction wise on everyone else.
Right. Right. Right.
That
Right.
was such a great thing that everybody had their own lane and no one ever would wear someone else's style. You just couldn't swap them like a lot of times you can on television.
That is so true. That is so true. There are little things though, like we did jump around a bit, but when we're on the boat where we have just gotten Trey and I'm wearing this beautiful Dolce print, like sherbet colored print. And but
I
then
looked at that picture.
uh-huh.
Do you remember this?
Oh yeah, of course I remember
Okay.
this. This was really fun. We're on a boat in the Hudson River and we had to keep turning around so that the background matched.
Right.
So it was a
right,
long
right,
day on
right.
the boat. And Kyle
Right.
was new, right?
Let me
Like this is
find
maybe
that
his
picture.
second episode, right? So it was
Okay.
really, really fun. So I'm wearing this Dolce dress, which I think I really was so excited that I got to have a Dolce dress, right? But then I'm
Oh my
cold, so I have a pashmina, which was not
well,
really in my lane.
well, I mean, pashminas were really like a thing
They were
then.
such a thing, such a
Such a
thing,
thing.
such a thing. And I'm
SJ's got on a Bulgari Nazi. That's another tell. You've got a pashmina. It's like starting to get expensive. SJ's wearing a Bulgari necklace we
yeah, that
borrowed.
was a
You've
good
got
one
a
too.
pashmina.
Yeah, I love
What
that
is
Bulgari
Trey
necklace.
doing in that pink preppy?
I
That is
know. I
so
think it's pink
preppy.
and brown, Molly. Like literally, I think
What?
he's wearing a brown suit
Oh my God.
with pink.
That is crazy.
It is
Cynthia with
crazy.
her scarf neck. Oh my gosh. That is a crazy one.
I know it, right? 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 We have so many, so
Your
many.
lipstick skirt.
I know. Let's talk about that. Do you remember when I called and I was like, I need to have this skirt?
I didn't think that you could have found a better skirt
Thank
ever
you. Thank
for
you,
this
babe.
character.
Pat was like,
I know
no.
you have that.
Oh, I have it. I wear it. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I
Oh my
mean,
gosh.
judiciously, on special occasions.
Look
But
at that.
and I
with
love the Prada bowling bag, which I didn't get to keep, of course. It's funny because there's no belt. Like what came over Pat? I think it was because
What?
we had to have matching because I was falling in
Oh,
the street.
the stunt. Yeah.
Right. Because normally she would have had some 5-inch belt on there,
Oh yeah. And I love that you're in the classic white blouse.
I know. I have that too. I wore that when Megan Thee Stallion came on the podcast.
Oh my gosh, you've had such amazing guests.
Thank you. But I was like, I don't know why I wore it for Megan. Megan does not care. Do you know what I mean?
Hilarious. I
know.
love it.
I know.
Really
I know.
good listening.
Thank you. Thank you, babe. Okay, wait. Let's talk about, did you know that I had Chloe Mall on the podcast before she got named head of Vogue? I didn't even know
No,
that she was in
what?
line. You know, Chloe?
Who did? Yeah,
I know,
no,
Sarah
I don't
Jessica.
know.
Sarah Jessica told me. Sarah Jessica
Oh,
was like, Chloe's going to
okay.
be the new editor. I was like, oh my God, I
Okay.
can't believe you know this. And cool for Chloe because she's very, very cool. And she's Candace's daughter. So, of course, we
Right.
love her. And we had asked her in advance, what costumes, what clothes would you like to talk about from the show? And so she sent things that were so unexpected. And for Charlotte, she basically sent all of my vintage nightgowns.
Wow, what a story.
I know. Very interesting, right?
That's a whole topic.
It is a whole topic. And luckily, I have most of them, except I do not have this tacky thing. Okay.
I was looking at that from the pictures that you sent, which I am
Uh-huh.
looking at now.
How
That's
did we
pretty
come up with this?
salacious.
It is very salacious. And I remember being super stressed about it.
You
like
must have been so
panicked.
you must yeah.
so
Yeah.
self-conscious. And also I remember calling my manager because I think possibly that Pat felt like I should not be wearing underwear.
That sounds totally correct. I am not going to change your statement at all. That sounds like something. Why? What's wrong with a nipple?
Right. A nipple
Right?
and or other things.
Exactly. I don't, it's so interesting that Chloe would say the nightgown story
Yep.
because you took your moments in your bedroom or washing your face or whatever was happening in your private inner home,
Mm-hmm.
and you made that a real scene that we could shop for.
Oh, thank you. You
Not
guys
one
made
of
it.
us,
Not me. Not me.
one of us would ever pass up a pajama set for
Oh my
Charlotte.
God. I know that was fun times.
Just
But even back
really
then,
fun.
it was more the vintage,
Yeah.
90s that you guys
Oh
found.
yeah.
I don't know
Because
how you
why? They
like,
look incredible on you.
thank you, baby. Where
That
did you
shape
find them? Where did you go?
everywhere, as I remember, everywhere. I can't. Nothing really pops out in my head like we would, put that on the shopping list and say we have to stop by. Blah blah blah.
Right.
But I'm sure everywhere because Pat was such a vintage
Thank
hoarder.
goodness. Yeah, thank goodness. Now, let me ask you this. This is the season where I remember that we had a lot of more people on the costume roster, you know?
Ooh, you are
I
devilish.
am devilish, it's true. But just for everyone because I think it's interesting. So, there's Pat and there was you, and then explain the other parts of the department.
Season 3 was Pat, her girlfriend of I don't know how many years,
No.
Rebecca.
Rebecca's not still there. No.
Season 3, yes, ma'am.
No.
Because Pat decided to give a raise and a punch up to one of the drivers of the van, and he became a shopper along with someone else. And it was so contentious.
So wait. I did not remember that Rebecca stayed along this long. Like I thought
Yes,
she
she
was
did.
gone season 1.
No, she was there when the two shoppers got bumped up
Okay, so
and
then we've
made
got
everybody
shoppers.
miserable.
Okay, so
Huh?
wait. Okay, let's rehash a little bit. So we've got you guys at the top, and then we've got tailors over here. We've got our dressers on stage, though at
Yep.
that point we didn't each have a dresser. I don't know if Malai was with us. I think she was, and I think we were all fighting over Malai. We all wanted Malai to
Probably.
dress us, right?
Yeah.
And we had Kevin.
So good.
Kevin was still
Kevin,
around.
yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm,
And he
yep.
could sew and also like help with emergencies or whatever.
Yeah,
And
that's
then,
right.
right. And then we had shoppers. And like once we get to undress like that, like I had my own shopper, which was fantastic, right? Are you laughing at me? Why are you
No,
laughing at
I'm
me?
just
It's
laughing
fun.
at the setup of this structure that year.
I know it's interesting because this is when I remember it actually kind of becoming much more functional in some ways, but then also maybe because Pat
Dysfunctional.
yes, there's some dysfunction also in it. I think because of the success also, don't you think?
Yeah,
Like, and
absolutely.
people were kind of drawn and coming. Like there was a certain point where I remember you guys had a bunch of interns. I don't think it had happened yet, right? Like when did the
Oh yeah,
interns come?
you could still have interns and not pay them and work them for hours. And
Uh-oh.
I have a letter in my memento box with all those magazines. And there's a letter from an intern saying, I can no longer work here because of the way I've been treated. I was told to never look at the actors in their eyes.
What?
It's the funniest,
But whoever said
crazy.
that?
No one, but it's just, I mean,
Wow. I mean,
goes on
I
and
don't
on.
remember anyone saying anything like that.
It goes on and on about the abuse they suffered as an intern with us.
No. Oh
It's
my
so good. It's
God.
like, what's her name? That everybody's in love with right now that has the PR company that she comes and says crazy stuff like, there's no crying in fashion.
Oh God, I love her so much. What's her name?
You
What's
know
her
what
name?
you know
I
what I'm
do, I
talking
do, I
about.
do. She was like
I
last
love
week or
her.
whatever. It was all over
Yeah, yeah.
Instagram.
I'll
That was
think of
really
it in a
fun.
minute.
Yeah,
Oh, I love her.
me
Anyway, it
too.
was those days where you could be like, no, no one goes to the bathroom and no one eats until this stuff is checked in.
Okay, so Pat has taken a driver and decided we love this driver and we're going to give this driver a raise. And then one of the shoppers, who we will not name, gets kind of chummy with the driver who's been promoted, and they feel disgruntled in some way.
Yeah, and they feel also that they all of a sudden the power of getting the promotion from driver to shopper, it went to their heads and they wanted to overthrow the Pat government.
Ooh, after you've gotten a promotion from Pat, you want to overthrow Pat. That is
It
not
wasn't
cool.
enough. It
Well,
wasn't
thank
enough.
God. I mean,
So
that's
your
bonkers.
plan didn't quite work out, but your first strategy was to go to Sarah Jessica and tell her that Pat drank too much.
See, I've
I
learned to
don't
move
want to
away from the
say it in.
mic when I laugh. What did Pat say? What did Pat say? What did Sarah Jessica say? What happened?
Pat found out about the mutiny, and I just don't, it just was so awful and
Oh
unpleasant,
no.
and you were always having to watch your back,
Oh
and
no.
they wanted everyone gone. They wanted to take over. They were better than Pat. They were smarter than Pat.
That's insane.
It was really a crazy, wow.
Wow
I
is
mean, I've
right.
worked on things where assistants, one show in Atlanta where an assistant was determined to get rid of me and take my job, and she did. And people like that can make things miserable because they ingratiate themselves to the actors and the producers and spin this image of themselves as I'm the only person who knows sneakers, or
Hmm.
I am the sneakerhead, or I am the queen of all couture and you can do without them. And it is so unpleasant.
It's awful. It's awful. Clearly
So
these
season
people,
3
hmm.
was rocky.
Wow, I didn't
And we
even
were
really know
just
this.
getting, yeah, we were just blowing up.
Yeah. And then, so obviously,
They're not like that now,
well,
these folks.
but they're still working.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, let me ask you
But they
this.
matured, and
Thank
Pat
God.
didn't ruin them. Pat didn't bury them. Pat was a confident person who was like, live and let live. Pretty
Wow.
much, Pat was always like that in her store. Anybody like did something heinous, Pat would forgive and give them a chance, you know. But this
Wow.
was next level.
But clearly, these people who went to Sarah Jessica didn't really understand. Sarah Jessica would never, like,
The dynamics they
yeah,
thought they were really worth they thought they could overthrow.
that's some serious ego because Sarah
It's
Jessica was
is
solidly
loyal.
Pat, like
Oh my gosh, so loyal.
so loyal.
And yeah, it was, I was so miserable season 3. So when you sent me all these pictures of
Oh
clothes,
no.
I'm like, look at what we accomplished while we were getting our knives in our backs.
I had no idea that it was this bad. I really didn't.
Yeah,
I'll tell you the
it
thing
was
about
bad.
me when I think about season 3. First of all, when I look back, and one of my absolute favorite outfits, I don't think is in our pile, which is when she's wearing the green shorts and she loses the dog and she runs through the village.
Yeah.
I love that outfit
Mhm.
so much, and I see that outfit online still. Like they're like Zoe Kravitz is wearing, a Carrie-esque
Right,
outfit. Like it really
right.
lives on. But to me, first of all, season 3 to me is when, as a show, as the writing and the directing and the acting, everything gels very, very
Yeah.
powerfully, and the costumes bump everything up like just in a beautiful, out of the normal way, like just from left field. Like everything is so great. And I remember at the time, when she wears that green skirt that you found at Century 21 with a little ruffle in the back. I think it's Westwood, right? I was
Yeah,
like,
it is.
that's weird. Like, me, my Southern conservative self, I'm like, that's too
Right.
much. I'm so
Right,
stupid,
right.
right? I'm really stupid. But I would never say that out loud, right? Because obviously I was like, you guys are the masters. I don't know
Right,
nothing.
right.
Yeah. And when I look back on it, it's like so creative and amazing
So
because it's,
perfect to get scared by a rat in.
yes, so perfect to get scared by a rat in. Oh, wait. Dior newspaper. How did this happen?
You know, Pat was in really thick with that lovely, lovely Asian girl that ran the Dior showroom, who also was the type of person who there are no rules. What do you want? Take it until you
Amazing.
finish shooting it. You
Wow.
don't need to bring it back until you've gotten it on the show, like
Nice.
a free for all. And John Galliano loved this girl. So
Nice.
anytime she would ring Paris and say, send me more rings and send me more bags, and they were on it because she
Amazing.
had such good people connections there. And that is where that came from.
I love it so much.
Yes,
I
I
love
love
it
it
so
so
much.
much.
I know.
It's on sale on First Dibs, I believe, for $250,000.
Insane. Is this since Jenna Ortega wore it? I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah. Part of me, like with Jenna Ortega, I felt like, okay, that's homage. Like she's absolutely paying homage to Carrie. That's how I felt when I saw it. Did you not?
For me, it takes away from the importance of it when you wear it for 2 seconds on a carpet, and then that's how you like. I find that to be so throwaway.
Got it.
I That's just how I look at it.
I know. I mean, I will say, I do think that the red carpet situation has accelerated in kind of a lunatic way.
Beyond.
And it is
I
just a
agree.
moment, right? But now, if you
It's
look at
yeah.
even just like press tours, like these, gimmicky press tours are all the rage, right? With like,
Oh, right. We're gonna
it's
wear
crazy.
tennis stuff at Challengers and blah blah blah. Yeah, and Dune, we're gonna wear
Right.
yeah.
Right. Like
Mm,
it's quite
mhm.
something. But to me,
Yeah.
I think that's somewhat, and tell me what you think. Remember when we went back to work after COVID and all of the houses were suffering, suffering
Yeah.
to the point where they only had one set of samples. Remember you try to
Yeah.
find something and they'd say like, "Oh, we can't afford to make more than one set of samples."
It's
And
in China. Yeah.
exactly, exactly. Or it was in Palm Beach trying to be sold or whatever the heck, right?
Yeah.
And it was kind of
Different ball
scary.
game.
Like I really
Yeah.
felt like, well, that whole beautiful part of the industry is at risk, right? So I feel like they had to try to find a way. And the way was, well, who can we get on the carpet wearing, the latest thing or, whatever. And then I feel like really creative stylists like Law, have gone to the vintage, which, we know has always been a treasure trove of beauty and genius, right?
Right. And they're really harvesting the vintage, which is also kind of concerning in a way. But what also is happening, Kristen, is when let's say I want to borrow the Valentino red gown while I'm doing a speaking engagement that Nicole Ari Parker wore across Park
Yeah.
Avenue.
Yeah.
A lot of houses are saying, no, we're not loaning anything that hasn't been done by the current designer.
Oh yeah, because they've all changed designers.
It's just gotten very, very narrow
Ooh.
as to they don't want to promote like the image of the house. It's all about the current creative director,
Well, then
which
that's
is
why
interesting.
it is interesting. And that's why I think vintage is actually important because that's a way for you to say, well, we'd like to honor this person, or you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
Like, because you can't all have it be, there's not enough to go around of the last show,
In no way. And to remain nameless, but a very, very huge popular fashion show happened just a little bit ago. And I was told, make sure you text me backstage as the piece is walking,
Wow.
because when that show's over, this stuff is spoken for.
Good Lord.
Ooh,
That's crazy. And
that
did
is
you did
next
you did
level.
you get what you wanted for what you
No,
needed?
ma'am.
Oh
No, ma'am.
no.
No, it was like, no, no, that's going to Cannes,
Wow. No, it's very
no,
intense. It's very
intense.
intense.
Yeah.
That's why I don't even go. Well, I don't even want to go to events. Oh, let's talk about Richard Tyler for a second because I don't think that people know who Richard Tyler is.
No, isn't that something? Like, I don't know how successful he ever got, but he was a big name in LA.
And he was a big name for us because Carrie wore him, and then I ended up wearing him to our very
Yeah.
first Golden Globes
Uh-huh.
because I didn't have a stylist, and he's here in LA, and he had a
Yeah,
shop on Melrose, and I went in
absolutely.
and tried on things that were like in the store. You know what I mean? So I go to the
Wow.
Golden Globes, and there's another woman at the Golden Globes wearing my same dress. Because it was from the store and she just bought
No.
it. Like, no offense to her,
Yeah.
obviously, you know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I think we just kind of waved at each other like sheepishly, you know what I'm saying? We didn't take a picture like how you would do now, right? But we were kind of like, hi, you know what I'm saying? But he was the nicest,
Hilarious.
nicest man and such a brilliant tailor, like such a brilliant tailor. And I remember
Honestly.
Sarah Jessica wore him to
An
Mm,
awards thing?
yeah, like when she won, maybe the Golden Globes the next year. And I also wore him, but I can't remember which one it was. Maybe it was this red dress. Maybe it was the first Golden Globes. And I remember going to return my dress, and she had been so nervous. You know, she loves her perfume, obviously. She'd sprayed her whole dress with perfume because that's what she does when she's nervous. When I walked in the store, the whole store smelled like Sarah Jessica in a good way. Yeah,
Amazing.
yeah. I was
Yeah.
like,
And
oh,
that is always a good way because
yeah,
it's
she's really good
lovely.
with her
And you
sense,
know
you guys.
exactly
Yeah. But this
exactly
dress,
what's happening.
isn't it true that you only had one and they fall in the
No,
pond? No, you had more.
no. I
Okay.
think there were three,
Oh, three.
actually. And
Beautiful.
you never have to you never ever have to use it because you know what stops them from resetting?
The
Hair
hair.
and makeup are
Mm,
gonna say it's gonna take us 2 hours. And so they're like, no, we're getting it in one. Because they
yep.
would never wait that
No,
long on
they would never,
TV.
but also they were fucking brilliant in that one take. They didn't need to be doing
So
anything.
yeah, no,
Yeah.
no, that was so great.
I mean, that's the
I
truth.
remember that day like yesterday too. This
Do
season
you?
3 is really coming up,
It's a lot.
bubbling up.
I know
It's a
season 3
lot.
is a lot. And what do you remember about it? I remember the fear of her getting cut in the water and them pouring hydrogen peroxide over
Yeah,
the
I remember them giving them earplugs so they didn't get any bacteria coming through their orifices.
wow. That's funny. I love it. I love it. I love it. This reminds me of a different really great not Prada, Charlotte dress that I remember complaining about.
What were you complaining about this?
I was complaining because
I love it
Pat's
on you.
got me. I know it's fantastic. I should have kept my little mouth shut. Pat's
But
got a big long ponytail. I think this is also when she was lobbying for those short bangs, right? Which of course I said no to. But the thing that I think of when I look at this outfit, this is in the gallery, and it's one of those ones where all of us are together and Willie's there, and it's a great lineup of outfits. I'm going to find the picture in a second. But the thing that I think about this one, first of all, it's a great shape. I love the whole thing
great.
now when I look at it. I think I
I
felt
love it on
insecure.
you.
And I'm wearing hoop earrings, which you know Pat made me do because I don't ever wear hoop earrings like this.
No,
But I
that
love
was
it. I love
yeah.
it. And she made me wear this whole long fake ponytail. And I remember saying, like, Charlotte wouldn't do this. No, 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 no. But it looks fantastic. I was so silly.
It does. I love, love, love this dress on you.
Me
What
too.
a ballerina,
I know. It's so good.
right?
It's so good. I don't know where the group photo is, but do you remember the group photo? It's one they use a lot,
I
like
do.
in
I
retrospect.
remember it.
Yeah, I don't know where it went,
I
but it's
remember it.
good. It's good.
It's also like an iconic lineup of you
It
guys.
is.
Everybody's in their style lane, big
Everyone's in their
time.
style lane, and it's beautifully art directed in terms of how we all go together by you guys. Which
Yeah,
I don't think people realize how hard that is and how much added work that is in a way that I think people are just watching the show and just thinking that it just happens or whatever. You know what I
right,
mean?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's tough. You got to I remember you guys, we would have like 3 or 4 fittings or whatever, just because we had to fine tune, or we might have to change something based on what someone else is wearing, or
I can't believe you guys gave us that much time.
oh, we did. I do remember.
It's incredible.
It is incredible. And one time I did get in some serious trouble because we were at Silver Cup, and it was one of those times when I was supposed to go to a fitting after work, but I got done with work at 2 a.m. And
Oof.
I assumed I was going to go home, and they were like, "Oh, no, you have to go to costume now." And I was like, "It's 2 a.m. No,
We were there waiting for you.
you were there waiting for me." And I was
It
like,
was
"You
our shot at
guys,"
you.
I know, I was like, "You
Oh my God.
guys, it's like so late. Do I have to go?" And then word got around to certain people that I had complained, and I was in the
Ooh, no.
doghouse. I was
No.
seriously in the doghouse for like a week.
Yikes.
I
Well,
know, but I
it's like
was,
we didn't want you when you were exhausted. We didn't want you to come in and not be able to pull stuff over that
yeah.
was bad for everybody.
It was, but we
The
didn't really have a
energy,
chance. We didn't have a
no,
chance.
we
We
had
didn't have
to do it.
options,
If you were working every day in that episode, no.
No.
Yeah,
Oh,
you were
oh,
kind of too.
I want to ask you about this outfit. I love this outfit. There's a lot of season three. What I was going to say about season three that I remember, I did not know about how much drama you guys were going through. I remember that it was like so much storyline for me, right? Like Charlotte had never had this big of a storyline, like the whole Trey thing. And it was all also like just such a glorious, intense summer. I barely remember what was going on in the bigger picture. I just remember being just
Yeah,
so excited about my own stuff and
great.
just trying to get through it or do it well or you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah,
I kind of
you were
tuned out a lot.
focused.
Yeah, I was very
Yeah,
focused, but it was
you
really
had to.
I had to for sure. And it was they were asking more of me. So I was
Yeah,
trying to make sure I gave it well. But
yeah,
when I did
absolutely.
rewatch, it was fun because I didn't remember a lot of other people's storylines. Like I didn't remember like when Carrie and Aiden start dating
What
and
is that?
he won't have sex with her. She
Oh, I
wears
don't remember
this
this.
and it's like cut
Okay,
on the
micro
sides.
mini.
Oh, it's incredible. And it's embroidered, like I don't know who made this thing, but it is so good. It is
Oh
so
my gosh,
good.
I looked at that when you sent that picture and I was like, micro mini on Carrie.
Big time. It's because she's trying to get him to have sex with her and he won't have sex with her, that crazy man. And they make out in the doorway and it's very hot.
Wow.
And then he leaves and it gets her, she's so confused. Like, what am I doing wrong? What is going on? And he says, got this crazy speech he gives her, like, Carrie, I just want to, I've done it. I've done sex quickly. And you know how he talks like kind of slow back then. And
Yeah.
I just want to make sure, that I, feel something for you. And I feel like you're someone I could care about, he says. And she's like, okay. Like, it's pretty odd.
Wow.
I know.
I don't remember that part.
Oh, do you remember the opera?
I do actually.
Gorgeous.
I killed myself to get you gals opera glasses.
I remember that. And they were good because that was part of the plot. She had to see Big and Natasha through the opera glasses. And they were beautiful vintage, like mother of pearl.
Do you remember what you were wearing?
Yeah.
That's so classic Charlotte.
I'm wearing a Chanel, like
I'm gonna pull it up.
Short kind of corset chiffon thing that I still own, that I love very much. And
I'm
I
so
do think
glad
that you actually got me in an actual fur. I'm very sorry to everyone who loves animals. I do believe I'm wearing an actual fur. It was very hard to say no again to Pat, but it does look beautiful.
That looks vintage.
It does
That
look
fur
vintage.
stole,
It's
I have
very,
to
very
say.
old fashioned. And then this, I think it's Dolce, Sarah's beautiful dress. It's so her.
I remember that. I could be wrong. Somebody can tell us, but I remember we went through an Anna Molinari phase with Carrie.
Yes, because she wore Anna Molinari to the Emmys. That yellow dress. Do you remember the yellow beaded like bugle beads?
No.
Yes, the first time we go to the Emmys, Sarah is wearing Anna Molinari, and everybody was like, "Who?"
But that actually looks like it does have a Dolce bra, doesn't it?
It does.
So,
I feel like it's Dolce, but I really could be wrong. I really could be
it
wrong.
looks like it.
I
It
love
looks
Anna
like it. I just
Molinari.
love that I pulled that name up.
You did. You did well. You did really well. Now, my producers love this picture of Miranda, which I think is so hysterical because she has a scarf tied around her neck. And what does that make you think of, Molly?
Well, between the scarf around her neck and that hairdo.
Who is
I
she?
mean, I don't know.
She could have played Charlotte in And Just Like That. Because remember my scarf storylines that we got rid of?
Stewardess. She's
The steward. Oh, this is the pretend stewardess. You're absolutely right. Yes. She wears this scarf and then she still has it on when they have sex when she's pretending to be the stewardess. And she's got some crazy hair. This is what it is. You're so smart that you pulled that out. Oh my gosh. This is a good shot of the Bulgari necklace. I remember the Bulgari. Weren't there relatives of this necklace?
Yeah, I believe so.
Like she had a bunch and they were like, we were very excited that we got a hold of them.
It's like finding jewelry for 4 distinct characters was always such pain.
Yeah, I know. But then think about like when we did And Just Like That. Oh my gosh, the embarrassment of riches. I mean,
my God. There was just a plethora.
It was incredible.
The jewelry game is like the beauty game now.
Oh,
whole different story.
It is a totally different story and a good one. Wait, This is my all-time favorite outfit. I so forgot
What
about
you're
this.
kidding.
I love this outfit so much.
This is diabolical. What
How
is
did
this
it
hair?
happen? I love the hair. I love all of it. How did the tights happen with the jean skirt?
I'm sure that looks like a Rebecca move.
Wow.
Yeah, that looks like something Rebecca would be into.
Oh my
Like, yeah,
gosh.
let's do it. You did a belt around your waist walking down the street. Let's do this. That's what people do with their pantyhose.
I don't remember this at all at the time. I think it's really funny.
She has an open-toed shoe on with stockings. This is like whatever rule there is, we're gonna break it.
Yes. And I think that's what I
This
like
is
about it.
diabolical.
But she
Yeah.
looks fantastic. So who cares? People dress up like this
Oh,
for Halloween.
oh my God, a shiny bra like that, she wouldn't be
I
caught
mean, I know. Can
dead.
you imagine? It's like a Victoria's Secret bra. Like, what on
Big,
earth? Like, we
yes.
lost our minds a little bit in this season, you know?
Yeah, for sure.
But in the best
We
possible way. Look, here's the Bulgari necklace again with the DVF. We've got a lot of Sarah in DVF. Carrie's in a lot of DVF this year.
also, yeah, I mean, I can see how, I mean, that holds up, doesn't it?
Oh my God, it's so
The wrap
amazing.
dress.
And also like DVF for the show. So perfect in terms of who she is and who she designed for,
Incredible.
right?
Look at Miranda's work look.
This is a good Miranda's work look. It's a
It
really
is.
good. It's a really, really good. This is when I think she's talking about how Steve is a child. I could be wrong, but Steve is around, looking adorable, but also acting very, very childish occasionally, which is also pretty funny. Pretty funny. Okay, wait. Now I'm getting to episodes that I haven't rewatched
Think,
yet.
okay. Where are you? What are you looking at?
I've got this one picture of Carrie. I don't have any idea what the heck she's wearing here.
That was some maybe related to the Iranian,
Oh, neato.
possibly. Yeah.
Incredible. Incredible.
Look, her G-string showing.
Ooh, this is so 90s. The thing that I think of here when I look at Samantha, because she's in all one color, and then she's got it looks like I don't know what bag it is, maybe a Vuitton or whatever, but it's starting her. Remember how eventually she would be wearing head to toe logos?
Really?
Oh,
Okay.
yeah. Like I feel like Celine, maybe, or something
Really? Okay.
Gucci, maybe. I mean, at a certain
Maybe.
point,
Yeah.
man, and I wonder
Ooh.
what people are going to say about that when we get back to it. It was a lot.
Label on label crime.
I know, label on label
Wow.
crime, but she could pull it off. She could pull it off, and it kind of made sense. You know what I was thinking about too? You know what I think that people, I don't know if people still know this or not about, and just like that, because I just saw, because I talk about this now, and so my Instagram is all full of this, right? And I saw this really adorable kind of template of Carrie in, and just like that, it was like 4 outfits, and the hat is there, the Holly Hobbie hat, and
Mhm.
they were, I don't know if they were all from the last season, they might have been all over the place, but I don't know if
Mhm.
people realize what you guys were doing with her silhouette and her overall look in the final season.
Right. I don't think that translated, that she was writing that book and it was influencing her silhouette, her
Right. But
choices, because it was kind of seeping into her, but it was fun. Oh
wasn't
God,
that
that was
fun? But this is
fun.
what I think about it.
Yeah.
People might not realize it intellectually, because I didn't even realize it intellectually until the cat dress that she wears to my birthday party at her house, because it had that bustle. And I had
Yeah.
seen it upstairs, because you guys had to really remake that dress. Like you had to work for a while on that dress, right?
Yes, we did.
Right. And I was like, what is going on here? And then I was like, oh my God, it's because of the book. She's reliving. She's living in this old, historical brownstone in Gramercy. She's writing a book about a woman going through the turn of the century and those
Yeah.
different things. And her silhouette is changing as a result of this. And that is brilliant.
Right. That I want to tell you a little story about that dress really quickly. That fabric is beyond belief up close. It is metallic thread. It is stunning. And to even chop something on that dress to make it different in the front was wrecking my nerve.
Oh,
Then I didn't quite think we had nailed it. We sent SJ 7 pictures of what the top could look like. It could be ruched here, it could go here, it could do that. Okay, she chose one, and so we did it. I would say 2 months ago, I ran into the girl that sold it to us in London, and she said, "Oh, I noticed you cut the cat's ears off on the sleeve."
oh no.
It had little tabs here on this eye. She goes, "Those were the cat ears."
Oh. Who knew? Oh no. Well, listen, I think it
There was
turned
such a
out
little detail.
gorgeous.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is
but
sad about the cat ears, but yeah.
to touch that fabric was so
But
frightening.
like, how old was it?
I have no idea anything about it. We were mesmerized by the fabric. Adrian didn't have enough fabric to do one of the alts on it. We sent a scrap of it. Someone tried to recreate it, and you can't tell it on the dress.
Oh,
There's a
wow.
piece of fake cat fabric in there.
Amazing. So you bought it in London at a vintage
Yeah.
place, but we don't know the actual.
Fabulous.
Got
No, I
it.
don't know its provenance, but I should find out because it made us cat crazy, first of all. We were such, I don't know. That season 3, we were crazy for cats. We had them all on the pillows in her gramercy.
Yeah.
We just went
I
cat
love
nuts.
it because she had a cat, Shoe, and or
Yeah.
Lotus in real life. I love it. I
Yeah.
love all those details. And I mean, I think it's interesting because on the one hand, everything is nitpicked and, analyzed as we were saying, but then sometimes there's a bigger picture thing that isn't
Sure.
seen.
Right. The story,
Yeah.
which Michael Patrick always accuses me of not reading.
No, you were always reading and doing your own version of it. And that's where Sarah Jessica, really like connects with you about the bigger picture. What's happening in the bigger picture underneath what might be obvious,
It's just a lifetime thrill to shop for you for you all. I
Thanks,
mean,
babe.
honestly, it really is a special moment in time.
It is, isn't it?
Yes.
And you know what I really loved, and my publicist also really loves the little show that you guys made, you and Danny, where you go shopping around
yeah.
town. I don't know if you guys
Oh, yeah,
watched it.
right.
It was called, what was it called? Get the Look or something like this?
Something like that with Genesis, the car.
Yes, and those are some
Yeah.
nice cars. And I remember when you
They
were like,
are.
I don't know what's happening. We're going to drive around. You know?
Right. We were kind of having to simulate each episode shopping for it. I don't know if we pulled it off or
You
not, but it surely
totally
was fun.
did. You know what? You did
It
because
surely was fun.
listen, I know the truth is maybe not that more glamorous, right? Like not possibly that glamorous. But on the other hand, people really don't understand what you guys do, right? And you have to go to jewelry shops and you have to go out to Brooklyn to find, like I remember one time you were going looking for some gloves, I think, and you had to go far, like you're always on the search. So whether it was like completely 100% accurate or not, I think it was a really lovely kind of like bird's eye view of, oh, what do they do?
What it takes.
Yeah.
The treasure hunt.
And you know what else I wish we had footage of or more footage of? Because I'm sure there's some footage of when you would come in. So every day when we would have had our fittings, probably more than one, sometimes you would have a fitting, like let's say it was my birthday dress, right? We knew that was coming. We had our idea. Maybe that wasn't what Michael Patrick saw. We had a process, right? And we won, which was super exciting. I love that dress so much. It worked out. But like that will be over time. That will be each fitting will revisit that dress, right? And then we'll think about accessories, shoes, jewelry, hair, tiara, blah, blah, blah.
Right.
So it's a process. And then on the day of, the first time you're putting on an outfit, they'll call Molly and Danny to come make sure everything's perfect. So maybe you might have jewelry choices that weren't totally decided
there
on.
when you were,
Right. Or maybe they hadn't come yet, right? Like we might have gotten more jewelry. Like Fred Layton sent something really special that you picked out in advance and we have to look at it. And so they'll come that morning. It's a much more involved than I think people think that we have one fitting and everything gets said and then they just hang it in your room. And it's not that, at least not with us, right?
Until it goes to camera, we still have the opportunity to make it just one more bit better. I remember us waiting and waiting and waiting for the perfect pink shoe to land for that. I don't know that we were waiting and waiting. What else is going to come?
It's true. It's true. That was a hard one. That was one of those scenes too, where I don't think you ever see my shoes.
No,
but that doesn't matter to you.
Dress.
Doesn't matter to you. I know. I love it. It's living in my closet in that really lovely box. Yeah, of course.
Okay,
of course.
Good.
Let's talk about Alanis too. Do you remember anything about Alanis? No. This is when Carrie's wearing like gold boots and she has to walk up this long stairwell to the like cool 20-something party, which is the whole episode is so prescient and could literally air today.
Totally.
Boy, girl, it's called.
Oh, yeah. Now, that dress was pleather. It was highly, highly flammable.
Ooh.
It was purchased on probably 14th Street.
Wow.
It was scary. Some kind of oleomargarine fabric, God only knows. And we stuck a flower on it.
Amazing.
And
well,
I
it works.
Imagine SJ even, she must have been horrified to wear that thing. It was so short.
She looks fantastic.
She looks really like a
well, because she's dating that younger boy, who looks like a little 18-year-old.
Which is another story point. You're wearing something,
Yep. And didn't she have like a little bomber jacket over it at one point in the stairwell, I think?
Maybe. Yeah.
It was pretty cute and very now. Like
pleather from some rock, let's say trash and vaudeville or somewhere. Okay?
Love that.
Something like that. Yeah.
Love it so much. Oh my God, that's a good one. There's so many good ones. We should touch really quick, if you don't mind, her crazy outfit on the roof. Remember, she's got like flesh colored fishnets. Yeah, which I remember we were very obsessed with at the time.
Yeah, Pat was, you guys were, and I'll never forget the shoe. It was a kind of a Wizard of Oz Dorothy. You looked like you could do a tap dance in them, and they were Sonia Rykiel, and they were bizarre with that Louis Vuitton. They were nuts.
I don't remember that Sonia Rykiel made shoes. Sarah and I both have those bags, and that's just me fully copying Sonia Rykiel or copying Sarah Jessica that she has it, because I didn't know who that was.
That's such a great bag.
I love that bag so much. It will live forever. So I keep it in a special place. I love it all. And then Kim is wearing her Marianne outfit and she looks fantastic. I'm wearing my Cavalli.
Yeah. Well, look at Kim's hairstyle.
I know. It's hysterical, but it looks great. I love it so much.
Two little ponytails.
It's super cute. I know. I don't care. I think it's great. And it's almost like Carrie might have an orchid on, and she's anti-orchid, which is kind of funny, but it's not her normal flower.
Yeah. Okay.
And then Miranda's got like a picnic table looking.
That looks so vintage, doesn't it?
Yeah.
What have you got on?
I've got on the Cavalli tiny top that I have here, some no name, like the Gap skirt or whatever that's too short. So I'm literally in the scene pulling my skirt down like the one time that I'm on the chair by myself, and you can just tell I'm just dying that Pat's trying to show my legs.
Wiggling and going crazy.
Exactly. And just trying not to have to move.
What a hot day that was.
It was a hot day. And I don't know how I walked around that day. I don't know what I did with myself. I might have covered myself up or something. I don't know.
I loved every outfit. Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, Patricia.
Thank you, Patty.
That's
Patty
right.
Poo.
That's right, Patty Poo. I might put that old picture of you two up too on the Instagram. I love that picture that you sent me. You remember that one when I said, look for your old pictures? Oh, it's really cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. It's really good.
There's not many of us.
No, I know. It's hard because you guys were always working. You were never holding still to get a photo.
What a fun time. I'm so glad we got to talk about it. Love
I know. Me too. Bye. Have fun. Go relax.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, baby. Mwah, mwah, mwah.